Hey, it's Coach Jay, and welcome to my very first Coach Jay Shift YouTube page. I've got some exciting ideas to share with you over the next years of our life together. First and foremost, I just want to let you know that my specialty is in change. My specialty is in shifting. I wrote that book, Shift, the Gift of Reinvention, because my daughters pestered me and said, Dad, you've been telling stories that instruct and inspire on podiums and auditoriums and classrooms and at our kitchen table for your entire life. And there will someday be a great grandchild who will never be able to hear your rendering of the Ray Sprinkle story. So about 7 months ago, I just sat down in this little office and sat at this keyboard. I've written a couple books before, so I was familiar with the process. And I created an outline for 26 chapters, and that book is a whole bunch of fun. But I want to do more than that. It became really clear as I wrote the book, which then the book is really about seven completely different reinventions that I've created over a lifetime. I've had seven different lives in my 79 years on the planet. I started as a community organizer. I shifted into a tennis professional owning my own academy. I then made another shift and became a franchise developer, owned a franchise development company. And then I shifted from that when I met an angel with a bald head and a baseball cap, gave me a book, said, read the book. And that book turned into an enormously important chapter in my life where I owned and operated a very big consulting and training company using neurolinguistic NLP as our model. From that moment in time, I took that model and created my own business because I wanted my own sales force. I knew if the materials were so powerful, increasing sales efficiency by 30, 40, 50%, why not own my own and have my own sales force? And I ended up with a sales force. I launched the business in my backyard and ended up with a domestic sales force of 675,000 sales distributors. So anyway, most importantly, as I wrote these wonderful stories and the chapters of my life emerged, I started to see models or patterns that I could teach anyone who wants to make a change, whether it's early in their life, in the middle of their life, or like me, very late in their life. And the principles were very simple. And I knew that if people understood these things, many people could make the next chapter of their life their masterpiece. That's what I want to help you do. So here's the patterns. It's real simple. Credentials are overrated. There are no small moments, and it is never too late to change. And I am going to tell you a story a week on this YouTube channel. It's going to be called Sunday Morning Coffee with Coach Jay. And every week we will drop a new YouTube story, which will be attended by a Substack that you can read. And in both of these environments, we will then push any questions about anything over to our Facebook support page. So I am delighted that you're here. Now, here's how I've chosen to begin. I just created, or I didn't create, I was on a really cool podcast with a brilliant woman named Jill Hart. And our episode was so cool that I asked my tech team to cut it up into three pieces. So after this introduction, there'll be 3 weeks of those 10 to 15-minute stories from that podcast. Thereafter, there'll be all new content with Substacks and stories side by side. So I want you to visit me if spirit moves you. Obviously, I want you to click, subscribe, and share. You've heard that 1,000 times. I'm a huge YouTube guy. So you want to click a like, want to give me a like, and you want to join, subscribe, doesn't cost you anything, and then share it if you think it's like really, really cool. So our place to go is the Shift project.academy. We'll put that down here for you. And remember, my entire emphasis is to give you the kinds of resources, tools, inspirations, breakthrough thought forms, and then guidance and support the whole way through. So I have created a $99 3-month course supported in every way you can imagine so that anyone can have everything I have ever taught, both corporate clients and individual clients and my own sales team. I'm going to teach it all, throw it all in here. So this is an exciting new beginning. Remember, one more time, give me a like, subscribe, and share this. God bless you. I'll see you the next time around.